Hey girl, hey, it's me, Brittany, and thank you so much for joining me again today. Today I decided to do something a little different and share with you how I prepare meals for my family to last for a week. So if you would like to see how I prepare these 3 meals, please stay tuned. So I'm going to start with pork chops and vegetable stir fry. And here are the seasonings that I use for my pork chops. Just some black pepper, garlic powder, seasoning salt, Himalayan pink sea salt, cream of mushroom as like a gravy, and some olive oil. So if this is your first time watching my channel, hey girl, hey, I am Brittany, and here on my channel you'll find lifestyle videos and really all things motherhood. So girl, if you like what you see, I really hope that you would consider subscribing to my channel. It is completely 100% free, and I would love to have you as a member of my YouTube family. Also, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button right below this video and comment down below and let me know that you're here. I really love connecting with my subscribers down in the comment section. So guys, I really try to prepare meals that will stretch throughout the week. As you all know, I do work outside of the home, and throughout the week, my schedule is very hectic. It's very crazy. So if I can minimize as much time as possible in the kitchen, I try to do that. So for this meal, I'm just making some pork chops. I'm gonna put some gravy over it. This particular meal I did not eat with my family, so that's why it stretched a little farther, because it was only for my kids and my husband. So it did last us for 2 days because I was eating a different dinner. So that's why this was able to stretch. And I normally only have to cook 3 times a week in one work week, excuse me. And those days that I do not cook, we do have leftovers. So that's been the process that works for us. It works for me. And that's just what we roll with when it comes to making dinner. For my stir fry, I am going to add some brown rice to it. If you guys have watched my channel before, you will remember that I've made a vegetable stir fry in this same format, but this time I just added some rice to it to add the starch for my family. I did add brown rice, and I did have more besides what you saw in my canister. So that's what made the large amount that you see right next to me cooking the stir fry. And as you can see, the cream of mushroom just makes a really nice gravy for the pork chops. My family likes to use the gravy on the stir fry as well, so it just makes for a meal that everybody really enjoys. So for this next meal, I'm making something called chicken enchilada pasta. And I've already boiled my chicken breast. And what you see is me getting ready to boil the spaghetti noodles in the chicken broth that the chicken breast boiled in. I have found that that really helps to just kind of lock in the chicken flavor. So I just keep the same broth in the pot, and I add a little more water if needed to be able to boil the noodles. And after I do that, I'm just cutting up my chicken to very small pieces so that we can mix it into the spaghetti. So the ingredients are the Fiesta blend cheese, sour cream, taco seasoning, cream of chicken, and salsa. So after draining your noodles, you're going to want to return them to the pot that they were cooking in and add your chicken along with all of your ingredients and any other seasonings that you may want to add to it. So after adding all of your ingredients, you're going to want to make sure that you stir it very well so that you can get everything very well mixed and very well blended before you place it into the pan that it will cook in the oven. And I did not show it, but this pan was sprayed with a non-stick olive oil cooking spray before I even cut the chicken in there, and so it was still there for me cutting the chicken in the pan. And so I just put the spaghetti on top of that, and I added the rest of my cheese to the top of it, as well as a little parsley, which you will see here in just a moment. And then after that, I will stick it in the oven to bake for exactly 30 minutes. And guys, you can pair any sides that your family enjoys with these pasta dishes. I just like making the pasta dishes because they do last. But sometimes I will make like garlic green beans to go with them. Sometimes I will do some roasted vegetables to go on the side. It all just depends on what your family prefers and what they enjoy. And here is the finished product of the pasta. It is very cheesy, and that's just how the kids like it. And it lasts for at least 2 to 3 days for my family of 5. And last but not least, yes, another pasta dish, good old spaghetti. This is always a staple in my home. We have spaghetti at least like once every 2 weeks. So the kids, they expect it, they enjoy it, they love it, and this is just the way that I make it. Again, this is another dish that lasts a lot of times. The reason that these pastas don't last so long is because I do send some to school with my kids some days because my girls' daycare does not provide lunch for them. So there are some days where I just give them leftovers when I really don't have the time to make them a separate lunch, and they enjoy it. So first, of course, I'm beginning by just browning my ground beef and seasoning it with some onions and seasonings of my choice. As I did with the last pasta dish, I did not make a side on camera to go with it, but you can choose any side that works for your family. I know a lot of times with spaghetti, sometimes I throw broccoli inside when my kids are very picky and they really don't want to eat their vegetables, but they're getting a lot better at it. So now I can just really just make the broccoli on the side, and they're pretty much going to eat it because they like broccoli. So yes, but you can pair any sides with spaghetti that your family enjoys. This is just the main dish. This is what makes dinner happen for us 2 to 3 nights out of the week. I know some people don't prefer to mix their ground beef with their pasta, but I do. So after you drain and dress your ground beef, you're just going to want to make sure that it's mixed very well with your pasta so that when you bake it, all of the flavors are evenly distributed throughout. And guys, I am so sorry, but I am one of those cooks who really doesn't measure too much. So I do apologize for that part. But down in the description box, I will make sure to include the oven temperatures and the amount of time that each dish will need to cook, just to kind of give you a ballpark figure of how long you will need to cook it in your particular oven. And here I'm just adding Velveeta cheese. And topping it off with the rest of my mozzarella cheese. And after I'm finished preparing this, I'm just going to cover it with some foil and stick it in the oven on 375 for about 30 minutes. And after that, it just comes out to be a nice, cheesy, delightful dinner. Like I said, this is a staple in our home. So guys, let me know down in the comment section, what are some of the staples in your home through the week? What are those save my life dinners that you absolutely have to make? Guys, thanks so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a great and wonderful day.